In terms of online fashion, no one can argue that Zalora hasn't carved out its space in the virtual marketplace. However, despite high internet presentation, Malaysians can't seem to let go of their love for brick-and-mortar. We talked to Zalora Chief Giulio Xiloyannis about how it is intending to make people spend more online. Now, Malaysia has all it takes for a robust e-commerce industry. We have about internet penetration of 89%, it's very high last year, but online retail sales per capita is still pretty low. As an online retailer, what's happening in Malaysia?
The internet penetration in terms of people having their internet at home, so Wi-Fi, and even now the 4G lines, which are a bit everywhere, is very strong in the country. This said, e-commerce in the form of physical investments only started in 2012, 2013, pretty much when we entered the market. So it's not that Malaysians are not ready for e-commerce. I think e-commerce just came in pretty late. So I think the main driver here is offer. Things are obviously changing. You're seeing the big investments, one such as the one we are doing, but a lot of other players here doing the same. So I think we will see that robust growth and that number of spend per capita grow very fast in the coming years.
Retail stores like Zara, they just went online and they have their own official online store now. And you're competing with Uniqlo, Mango Malaysia as well. And apart from that, there are also other platforms like Lazada, Shopee and 11th Street. What's your market share right now and how are you going to expand? How do you see competition in this market?
I mean, it's e-commerce, so it's always going to be very competitive. By definition, the next competitor is a click away. It's not a half-hour drive between two malls. So competition is a topic in e-commerce because it's so easy for a customer to switch over. Hence, what really matters is, I believe, finding your niche, your customer experience niche, and your product niche. You mentioned a number of players. None of the players you mentioned are specialized fashion players, multi-brand. They are either single-branded or they are not specialized fashion players. They don't provide a full fashion experience to the customer. Or sometimes they do, but it's a purely outlet past season experience rather than an in-season experience. The other approach to this is there are other multi-branded e-commerces around the world, true, but they are exactly around the world. They won't ship next day free delivery to you. They won't give you a customer service team that speaks Bahasa or Mandarin. So that's where we're trying to position ourselves, making our customer experience exclusive, but also our product positioning differentiated from the other players in the market.
When we click onto your website, Zalora is almost always on sale. And how fast is your turnover and how do you protect your margin?
So, I mean, saying that we're always on sale is true, but not true at the same time. So what we do is we are a full-priced in-season player, which means that while our products are in-season, meaning in the first 90 to 180 days, depending on the product typology, they are full-priced. They're not on sale. But when the product ages, it goes into a sale and liquidation phase. That's because we want to keep that assortment of newness fresh. We don't want products lingering there for ages. Hence, is it always on sale? No, but there will always be products from the previous season that you can find. How do we protect margins? By trying to sell the most in the first 90 to 180 days and trying to acquire customers that are interested in buying the newest, the most fashionable product out there, rather than what was in 2 seasons ago, which will be on discount.
So talking about turnover, how big is your warehouse here and are you planning to expand it?
The new investment, the new e-fulfillment hub that we just opened up and are launching today can contain just above 4 million items. The number varies depending on the share of shoes that you have versus apparel. They take up more space. It can manage up to 100,000 items per day in inbound or outbound, or a combination of the two. The investment is basically a joint partnership between the YCH Group and Zalora. As such, one of the conditions and the benefits that YCH brought to the table is that of what I would call, because of my finance background, a call option on further areas in the warehouse. What does it mean practically? It means that with a span of maximum 6 months, we can double that space. Because that's how we set up with YCH.
So basically, Zalora is a very fashion-centric website or platform. And you carry a lot of brands like Topshop, you carry something borrowed as well. These brands you carry, how do you select them?
Well, it's a process that had gotten more and more complicated across the years. You know, at the day one, we had 0 brands, so you know, you can't afford to be beggars aren't pickers. But then, as we grew in the past 5 years, and at the size we are at now, we have a rigorous process by which each category, and depending on which category the brand falls in, will screen the brand. They will screen it, first of all, from a fashionability perspective. Second, from a quality of the product perspective. Third, from a overlap of product. We don't want to have products that look nearly the same and are priced nearly the same on the website, so we don't want to overlap. And then the scalability.